Hi everyone, Trevor Evers here, emotional wellbeing coach and hypnotist. And of course, as you probably already know, host of the Power Within podcast. So just to let you know, the latest episode of the Power Within podcast has dropped with my special guest, Fitzgibbon, who is a holistic nutritionist. We had a beautiful discussion and I really enjoyed it. Aisling is a fantastic, inspiring lady whom I know for many years, perhaps over a decade ago, and we have had a similar journey, and in that we both have had or dabbled our foot in activism in our lives. So it felt really good for me to talk to Aisling as our journeys had aligned so much. And Aisling has a new book out, the title of which is Moving From Fear to Trust. And it's a great book. I highly recommend it. But check out the podcast. I really enjoyed the discussion with Aisling. And it allowed me to open up a little bit about my journey, about what I've been involved in the past in terms of activism and what that means to me now, looking back. And you know, it's something that I enjoy talking about. Also the conferences that I organised back in 2017 to 2019, one of which Aisling spoke at, which I'm delighted to hear from Aisling herself, was one of the triggers that set her on the path for writing her book and meeting Mary Helen Hensley at that conference. And as I said, we had a great discussion and very much Aisling's view and how she feels about her journey aligns with my own. Once upon a time, I used to be very proactive in shaking my fist in the air and speaking up about a lot of what I perceived as all the woe in the world. I guess it was the empath within me that was, coming to the surface and wanting to speak out about these perceived injustices. So I done all the activist stuff, attended the protests, made many around here on Facebook, as many of you old friends that are still here know. But similar to Aisling, found out that there is another way, and that you become what you fight. And the whole activism thing really, especially came to a head for me back in 2021, and led to a very low place for me. Ended up in a very low vibrational state. I didn't think and didn't feel it was a very healthy path to take, and it fostered a very unhealthy mindset for me at that time. So I'm really glad, I'm really happy with the way this year 2023 has gone for me in terms of my own life, focusing on my family. First and foremost, my wife and 2 kids, Emma and Owen, and my business as well. I'm putting my heart and soul into what I love doing, which is helping people to live a joyful and happy life. And that's something where I'd like to feel that this year that I've walked the walk with and talked the talk, as well as walked the walk and talked the talk. Because it really is a thing where, like, if you're not living a happy and joyful life, then if you're not happy within yourself, then you're not nothing. How are you supposed to help anyone else? So that's part of my journey, and it's made me into who I am today. And so, as the old saying goes, if you change the way you look at things, the things you look at change. And this year I decided to, and last year as well, in fairness, start looking at what's right with the world and putting some positivity into the world. And the podcast that I'm doing, The Power Within, is very much a part of that process, of that journey. And I have to say, I'm really enjoying doing the podcast. I'm really enjoying the deep discussions and the conversations I'm having with the very special guests that I've had on the show. So check out the podcast with Aisling Fitzgibbon. She's a very inspiring woman and great lady. And, as I said, I really enjoyed the discussion that I had with her. We opened up a lot about our past, as I said, and our journeys and to how we got here today. So for now, and until the next video, be good to yourselves, be good to each other, look after yourselves, have a great weekend, and we'll see you on the next video.